Guys, putting a bow on Thursday. Did a big Minnesota recap video. You guys can watch that. Arkansas. Taylen Green, what an amazing debut. Now, Arkansas Pine Bluff can't tackle. I mean, again, it was a laughable game. But Arkansas went out and they handled business. 40-point spread. They won it like 70-0. They were flawless. Bobby was flawless. Jackson, number 22, the running back, had a bunch of big plays. Seeing Luke Haas back out there make some plays. So Taylen Green, again, throwing the ball very well. The offense rolled, scored on like 7 straight possessions. Phenomenal game. Even Malachi Singleton was able to come into the game late. Defensively, I'm sure that they did fine. Like, frankly, I was watching a lot of NC State. I was watching Minnesota, North Carolina, and a little bit of Colorado versus North Dakota State. But for Arkansas, this is really good. Then you hope that South Dakota State, that spread's a 9.5-point spread. South Dakota State, I think, is the reigning champions for FCS, or I know that they've won it actually maybe 2 years ago, the Jackrabbits. So they're going into Stillwater. The fact is that Arkansas-Oklahoma State game, I'm really pissed off that game, it's an old, like, big, what was the conference called? The Southwest Conference? It's an old Southwest Conference rivalry game, an old Big 12 rivalry game. The fact that it's on at 11 o'clock in the morning, that sucks. That totally sucks. It should be an 8 o'clock kick on Fox as the sun goes down in Stillwater, Oklahoma, as the saloons and everything out in Stillwater, out in there in the Old West, and Pistol Pete. You have Pistol Pete playing against the Hogs. I want that to be a night game on Fox, on Big Fox. I mean, that's what I would love to see. But again, we're not going to see it. We can't see it late night prime time game there. That game is going to be amazing. Alan Bowman, Mike Gundy, and now Sam Pittman and Bobby Petrino. Tonight, Bobby Petrino, I loved how this game tonight was at War Memorial in Birmingham. I absolutely loved it. Or, excuse me, in Little Rock. I love that they do that. I think that they need to have a conference game that's a decent, really good conference game. Maybe A&M some years, or they're not going to do it because Fayetteville, the Hill, needs to make money, but I would have a game, 2 games in Little Rock. That is the birthplace of Arkansas football, as is at War Memorial. So tonight, the fact that we got to see Arkansas fans go to that game, it was a perfect debut. Perfect. And if they go on to beat Oklahoma State, we'll look back and say that's perfect. Now you watch Oklahoma State pay South Dakota State. And again, tonight, Taylen Green was electric. He was great. He was great. But everybody's going to say it's versus Pine Bluff, and they really are a D3 team. They are not a good team. They didn't tackle well tonight. They didn't play well. But Taylen Green is fun, and I'm really hoping that this trend continues. I want a breakout game from Arkansas in Stillwater. That's what I want to see, and I can't wait. But the fact that it's 11 o'clock, I mean, guys, I'm going to have to set an alarm. You shouldn't have to set an alarm for a Saturday if you're going to miss an important game. There shouldn't be noon kickoff games that are worth significance. Noon games should be Northwestern versus Maryland, where you could wake up, watch the second quarter of a crappy Big Ten West game. That is what noon is for, not for elite level football. And listen, if you're going to put a noon game, make it the Big Ten, make it the Northeast. Instead, you're having 2 teams based in the South, in the Southwest, have to play a noon game when it's really hot out, and you can't put it under the lights at Oklahoma State, one of the biggest games that Oklahoma State's going to have. You can't get the tailgate rocking. You can't get that place lathered up in a frenzy. I just don't like that. All righty, guys. Thank you for watching.